Bangladesh elected member of UN Human Rights Council for 2019-2021 period. Visible Podda Bridge outcome of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's bold unilateral decision, evaluates Bridges Minister. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina to visit construction work of Podda Bridge and lay foundation stone of rail line tomorrow. Durga Puja Mandaps experience last-minute preparations. Puja Ujjapon Porishad happy over security arrangements. Number of Puja Mandaps rise across country. Deadly explosion kills 14 and wounds dozens at Afghan election rally. And England beats Sri Lanka in rain-affected second ODI match in the Bula. Assalamu alaikum. You're watching News at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Center. I'm Muzat Sharmeen welcoming you all.
And I'm Zafar Imam with you. Assalamu alaikum. We have heard the headlines. Now we move on to detail. Bangladesh has been elected a member to the United Nations Human Rights Council for 2019-21 term. The election to the council was held yesterday at the UN General Assembly in New York. Through direct and secret votes of the UN member states, Bangladesh was elected to the council by securing 178 votes. All the 193 member states of the UN attended the election, which was presided over by the President of the 73rd session of the General Assembly, Maria Fernanda Espinosa. Following completion of the vote count, the result was announced by the President of the 73rd session. Although 97 votes were required by the candidates to be elected to the Human Rights Council, Bangladesh secured 178 votes. India, Bahrain, Fiji and the Philippines were elected alongside Bangladesh from the Asia-Pacific group. A large number of the representatives from the United Nations member states have congratulated the Bangladesh delegation after its win in the UN Human Rights Council election with huge votes. Bangladesh ambassador to the UN, Masood bin Momen, said the UN members expressed views that this victory of Bangladesh is a testimony to the indomitable advancements of Bangladesh has been making in democracy, human rights, good governance, transparency and accountability, as well as the socio-economic development under the visionary leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Bangladesh has so far served thrice 2019 to 2012, 2015 to 2017 and 2019 to 2021 for UNHRC during the tenures of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Finance Minister Abul Mal Abdul Muhit has said World Bank wants that all supports for the Rohingya people should come in the form of grant. He said this to the reporters in Bali of Indonesia while talking about the outcome of his engagements at the annual meetings 2018 of the World Bank Group and International Monetary Fund IMF. Alternate Executive Director of Bangladesh to the World Bank, M. Musharraf Hussain Bhuiya, and Senior Secretary of the Economic Relations Division, Ghazi Shafiqul Azam, were present at the briefing. About this meeting with World Bank President Jim Yong Kim, the Finance Minister said the World Bank chief would make all necessary arrangements so that Bangladesh could get all the supports from the donors as grants for the Rohingyas.
Awami League General Secretary and Road Transport and Bridges Minister Obaidul Qadir has said visible Podda Bridge is the result of lone, brave leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. He said this while visiting Dhaka Mawar Road areas at Lohojong in Munshiganj today. Railways Minister Mohammad Mujibul Haq and members of the Parliament Shagufta Yasmin Emily and Advocate Mrinal Kanti Dash among others were present on the occasion. Obaidul Qadir said there are huge sacrifices and contributions of the people of both sides of Podda River in implementing the dream project of Podda Bridge. Meanwhile, road transport this afternoon. The meeting is scheduled to be held tomorrow. Railways Minister Mujibul Haq, Awami League Organizing Secretary ASM Bahaddin Nasim and Noor Alam Chaudhry MP were present on the occasion. Obaidul Qadir said that GDP growth will increase by 1 country's largest infrastructure project and to inaugurate the construction work of its rail link. During the visit, the Premier will open the construction work of the rail link between Dhaka and Joshore under the Podda Bridge rail link construction project. Upon her arrival at Mawa in the morning, the Prime Minister will first unveil a plaque of the progress of the work of the 6.15-kilometer bridge on the Mawa side. Sheikh Hasina will later inspect the progress of the Dhaka-Mawa and Panchar-Bhanga parts of the N8 highway at the Mawa end and inaugurate the construction work of the rail link Mawa side. She will then open the permanent river bank protection work adjacent to the main river training work and visit the overall progress work of the bridge at Mawa side. The Prime Minister is scheduled to address a Shudhi Shamabesh at Mawa Golchoktor adjacent to Mawa Toll Plaza. In the afternoon, the Prime Minister will visit the Janzira end of the bridge and first unveil the plaque of the progress work of the bridge on the Janzira side. She will later inaugurate the construction work of the rail link Janzira side. Sheikh Hasina, also the Awami League President, will then go to Shibchor and address a public meeting to be organized by her party at Ilyas Ahmed Chaudhry Ferry Ghat at Kathalbari in Shibchor Upazila. Sharadiyo Durgotshab, the biggest religious festival of Sanatan religion followers, will formally begin from the day after tomorrow. Hindus or the Sanatan religious followers across the country are very busy in preparation of Durga Puja as the festivity is knocking at the door. Idol-making artisans are very busy completing their work before the Mahashoshti festival. Last-minute preparations were seen at all the 234 puja mandaps in the capital, including Dhakeshwari National Temple, Ramna Kalibari, Shakhari Bajar in Old Dhaka and Jagannath Hall of Dhaka University. Sanatan Samaj Kollan Sangho is working to make puja mandap like Prem Mandir of Brindaban at Krishi Bin Institution at Farmgate in the capital. Sanatan devotees said they are trying to use modern designs in making puja mandaps and pandals. This year, Goddess Durga is using horse as a vehicle to come to earth. After the visit, she will return to Kailash on cradle.
Now, international news. The rally for Nazifa Yusufi Bek in Rustak district blew up. Nazifa had not arrived at the rally when the explosion occurred. There was no claim of responsibility. Takhar province in northeastern Afghanistan, which borders Tajikistan, has seen continued Taliban activity over the last years. Israeli forces killed 7 Palestinians on Friday during the ongoing protest along Gaza's border. Gaza medics said around 140 others were wounded. The Palestinian deaths bring to more than 200 the number of Gazans killed since the border protest began on March 30, according to the Palestinian Health Ministry figures. The Palestinian protesters are demanding an end to an Israeli and Egyptian blockade on the narrow coastal strip, which is home to around 2 million Gazans. They also seek the right to return to lands that Palestinians fled or were driven from upon Israel's founding in 1948. Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi's smartwatch could potentially play an important factor in solving the disappearance and alleged murder. Turkish newspaper Daily Sabah reported today the Khashoggi's alleged interrogation, torture and murder were recorded in the watch's memory. Khashoggi was believed to have turned on the recording feature on phone before entering the consulate. Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump said there would be severe punishment for Saudi Arabia if it turns out that Khashoggi was killed in Saudi consulate in Istanbul. Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi entered the Saudi Arabia's consulate in Istanbul on October 2 to obtain a document he has not been since.
Back to national news. 14-party spokesperson and Health Minister Mohammad Naseem has said there is no alternative to Sheikh Hasina for continuity of development and progress of the country. The next parliament election will be held following the constitution and people will make no mistake while choosing their representative. He said this while speaking at a public meeting at Shohid Hadis Park in Khulna organized by Khulna City and District 14 Party today. Khulna City Awami League President and City Corporation Mayor Talukdar Abdul Khalik chaired the meeting while 14 Party leaders Dilip Borua, Fozle Hossain Badshah, Sheikh Shahidul Islam, Robiul Alam, Parliament members Begum Munnojan Sufyan and Mizanur Rahman spoke among others. Mohammad Naseem said BNP is a terrorist party which has been proved by the 21 August grenade attack case verdict. The Health Minister urged 14 party leaders and workers to resist all conspiracies unitedly and work for the coming election. State Minister for Information Tarana Halim has urged women to play a pioneering role in ensuring victory of Awami League in the next general election for the continuity of women's empowerment. She made the call while addressing a mothers' rally at Dhubria Playground under Nagorpur Upajela in Tangail today. Tarana Halim said Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is working relentlessly to ensure women's representation in every sector. She said marginal level people of the country are the main force of Bangladesh Awami League. They love the party facing various obstacles and impediments. Now news on weather. Under the influence of the depression over Gangetic West Bengal and adjoining area, heavy to very heavy rainfall is likely to occur at places over Khulna, Borishal, Chattogram and Sylhet divisions during next 24 hours commencing 12 noon today. Due to heavy to very heavy rainfall, landslide may occur at places over Chattogram division. Maritime ports of Chattogram, Cox's Bazar, Mongla and Paira have been advised to hoist local cautionary signal number 3. I repeat, signal number 3.
Runs for 9 India stipulated 50 overs. In reply, Sri Lanka scored 140 runs for 5 in 29 overs, chasing the victory target of 279 runs. But the match was interrupted due to rain. Finally, England was declared winner as the match was not able to restart. Host India are trailing by 3 runs against West Indies in their first innings and the end of second days in Hyderabad Test. India scored 308 runs for 4 at the end of the day. Rahane and Pant were on the crease with 75 and 85 runs respectively. Earlier, West Indies started their second day's batted with overnight score of 295 for 7. They were all out in 311 in their first innings. And now to end the bulletin headlines once again. Bangladesh elected member of UN Human Rights Council for 2019-2021 period. Visible Padda Bridge, outcome of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's bold unilateral decision. evaluates Bridges Minister. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina to visit construction works of Podda Bridge and lay foundation stone of rail line tomorrow. Durga Puja Mandaps experience last-minute preparations. Puja Ujjapon Porishad happy over security arrangements. Number of Puja Mandaps rise across country. Deadly explosion kills 14 and wounds dozens at Afghan election rally. And England beat Sri Lanka in rain-affected second ODI match in Dambulla.
That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us, and we invite you to watch our 11:30 Bangla News. Until then, Khuda Hafiz.
Khuda Hafiz.